To create a table using the table grid option, position the cursor where you want to insert a table in the document. Then click the arrow present on the table icon. A grid of cells appears. Select the desired number of rows and columns you want in your table from this grid. The required table is created in the document. To create a table using the Insert Table option, you can also use the Insert Table command to create a table by typing in the number of rows and columns. Position the cursor where you want to create a table in the document. Click the Table menu. Then click the Table option from the Insert menu. The Insert Table dialog box appears. Change the number of rows and columns using the up and down arrows. Or type the same in the rows and columns boxes and click OK. A table is created at the cursor position with the specified number of rows and columns. Adding data in a table. Click the cell where you want to enter the data and start typing it. The first row can be used for specifying column headings. Below the heading, data can be added. You can navigate through the cells using the arrow or tab keys of your keyboard. You can also use the tab key to add more rows at the end of the table.
Inserting rows in a table. Click a cell above or below the position where you want to insert a row. Select the Table menu from the menu bar. Then click the Rows option from the Insert menu. Select or enter the number of rows that you want to insert. Click the Before option to add a row above the selected row. Click the After option to add a row below the selected row. Inserting columns in a table. Similar to rows, you can also insert columns in an existing table. Click a cell to the left or right of the position where you want to insert a column. Select the Table menu from the menu bar. Then click the Columns option from the Insert menu. Select or enter the number of columns you want to insert. Click the Before option to add a column to the left of the selected column. Click the After option to add a column to the right of the selected column. Deleting rows of a table. You may need to remove a row or column from a table that is not required. To delete rows, select the rows to be deleted. Then select the Table menu from the menu bar. Click the Rows option from the Delete menu to delete selected rows from the table. The selected rows will get deleted from the table. Deleting columns of a table. To delete columns, select the columns to be deleted. Then select the Table menu from the menu bar. Click the Columns option from the Delete menu to delete the selected columns from the table. The selected columns will get deleted from the table. Inserting and deleting rows or columns using right-click. You can also insert or delete rows or columns using right-click. To insert a row, click a cell in a table. Right-click and select the Rows option and then select the Insert option. Click the Before option to add a row above the selected cell. Click the After option to add a row below the selected cell. To delete a row, select the row to be deleted. Right-click and select the Rows option and then select the Delete option. The selected row will get deleted. Similarly, you can also insert and delete a column. Deleting the entire table. To delete the entire table, select the table or place the cursor anywhere in the table. Click the Table menu from the menu bar. Click the Table option from the Delete menu to delete the table.
Splitting and merging of cells in a table. To split a cell into multiple cells, place the cursor in the cell that you want to split. Select the Table tab and click the Split Cells option from the menu bar. The Split Cells dialog box will appear. Specify the total number of cells that should be formed after splitting. Here, we will split the cell into 3 cells. Select how you want to split the cell. A cell can be split either horizontally to create more rows or vertically to create more columns. Here, we will split the cells vertically to create more columns. Click OK to apply the desired settings and split the cells. The table will appear as shown after splitting. To merge multiple cells into a single cell, select the cells that you wish to merge. Select the Table tab and click the Merge Cells option from the menu bar. The selected cells will merge to form a single cell. Applying different backgrounds to a table. Let us learn about the different types of backgrounds that you can apply to a table in Writer. Applying a color background. Place the cursor anywhere inside the table. Select the Table tab from the menu bar and click the Table Properties option. A table format window will appear. Select the Background tab and click the Color option from the drop-down menu. Select the color that you wish to set as a background for the table. Here we will select the color yellow 10. Select whether you wish to apply the color background for a cell, row or table. Here we will select the option Table from the drop-down menu. You can view how the color would appear in the given rectangle. Click the OK button to set the selected color as the background of the table. Applying a graphic background. Place the cursor anywhere inside the table. Select the Table tab from the menu bar. Click the Table Properties option. A table format window will appear. Select the Background tab. Click the Graphic option from the drop-down menu. Using the Browse option, select the graphic file saved in the computer. Select the type of placement you wish to apply for the graphic background. Select whether you wish to apply the graphic for a cell, row or table. Check the Preview checkbox to view the graphic in the area above the checkbox. Click the OK button to apply the desired settings. The selected graphic will be set as the table background. Applying borders to a table. To apply border to the entire table, select the entire table. Now, select the Table tab and click the Table Properties option. A table format window will appear. Select the Borders tab. In the Line Arrangement section, select the edges of the table for which you wish to apply the border. You can select the Set No Borders option if you do not wish to apply any border to the table. Select the Set Outer Border Only option to apply borders only to the outer sides of the table. The Set Outer Border and Horizontal Lines option is used to apply borders to the outer sides as well as the horizontal lines of the table. The Set Outer Border and All Inner Lines option is used to apply borders to all the edges of the table. The Set Outer Border Without Changing Inner Lines option is used to apply borders to the outer sides without changing the inner lines of the table. Here, we will select the Set Outer Border Only option for our table. In the Line section, the Style option helps you select the width of the border. The Color option helps you select the color of the borders. We will set the width of the table border to 2.50 and color to red. In the Spacing to Contents section, you can set the space between the cell content and cell border of the table. Here, we will set the spacing to 0.20 centimeters. Click OK to apply these settings to the selected table. The table will appear as shown. Changing the row height and column width of a table. You can change the row height and column width of a table by using different options available in Writer. Using the optimal column width option. Sometimes, you might want to adjust the height of a row and width of a column depending on the content in each column of the table. The easiest way to adjust it is by using the mouse pointer. You can place the mouse pointer on the edge or border of the cell whose height or width you wish to change. When the cursor changes to a double-headed arrow, press and drag the mouse button on the border to get the required width or height. To resize the column width of a table, select the entire table. Select the Table tab from the menu bar and click the Auto Fit option. Select the optimal column width option to make the columns appear as narrow as possible while still fitting all its contents. The table will appear as shown. Using the optimal row height option, select the entire table. Select the Table tab from the menu bar and click the Auto Fit option. Select the optimal row height option to make the rows appear as narrow as possible while still fitting their contents. The table will appear as shown. Distributing the rows and columns of a table equally. To distribute the columns evenly of a table, select the entire table. Select the Table tab from the menu bar and click the Auto-Fit option. Select the Distribute Columns Evenly option. The table will appear as shown. Similarly, you can give the same height to all the rows in the table by using the Distribute Rows Equally option. Inserting header and footer into the document. To insert a header into the document, select the Format tab from the menu bar and click the Page option from the menu. A page style default window will appear. Select the Header tab and check the Header On option. Click OK to apply the settings and insert an header into the document. A header will be inserted at the top of each page in the document. For example, to insert the date in the header area of the document, place the cursor in the header area where you wish to add the date. Go to the Insert tab and select the Fields option. Click the Date option from the menu. The date is inserted in the header area of the document. The data entered in the header will appear on top of each page in the document. Inserting a footer into the document. Similar to a header, to add a footer, select the Format tab from the menu bar and click the Page option from the menu. A page style default window will appear. Select the Footer tab and check the Footer On option. Click OK to apply the settings. A footer area will be added at the bottom of each page in the document. To add page numbers in the footer of the document, place the cursor in the area where you wish to add the page number. Go to the Insert tab and select the Fields option. Click the Page Number option from the menu. A page number is inserted in the footer area of the document. The page number will appear at the bottom of each page in the document. To format the text into columns, select the text that you wish to format into columns. Select the Format tab from the menu bar and click the Page option. The Page Style default window will appear. Select the Columns tab. Choose the number of columns from the drop-down list. This option allows you to divide the text into equal size columns or different size columns. You can view how the columns would appear in this section. Click OK to apply the desired settings. The selected text gets divided into specified number of columns and appears as shown. You can also go directly to the Columns tab by selecting the Format tab and clicking the Columns option from the list of options that appear. Printing a document in Writer. Before printing a document, you can change the orientation of the page. To set the page orientation of the document, select the Format tab from the menu bar. Click the Page option. The Page Style default window will appear. Select the Page tab. By default, the orientation of a page is set to Portrait mode. Select the Landscape option to change it to Landscape mode. This section shows how the document will appear in the Portrait or Landscape mode. Click OK to apply the settings to the document. The document will appear as shown. You can also view how a printed document will look like before actually printing it using the Page Preview option. To preview a document, select the File tab. Then click the Page Preview option. A preview of the printed document is shown. You can click the Close Preview option to close the preview window. Once you have previewed the document, you can print it by selecting the File tab and clicking the Print option. The print window appears. In the Range and Copies section, select the All Pages option. To print the entire document, Pages option. To print specific pages or range of pages from the document, the Selection option only prints the selected text. It is activated when you select a part of the text that you want to print. Here, we will select the All Pages option to print the entire document. Specify the number of copies required from the number of copies section. Here we will set the number of copies to 3 to print 3 copies of the document. Click Print to apply the selected settings and print the document.